G.I. Joe Classified for Yo-Jo June. What we know so far. Well, hello there everybody, I'm Photo Dave and this is Toypixx. And whether this is your first or 100th time on the channel, Toypixx is all about helping you and helping me get a whole lot better at our action figure photography. So if that sounds cool to you, go ahead and click subscribe while I describe what's going on for this video. Sometimes I have to just talk about an action figure line because, hey, everything they keep showing keeps looking to me like it's gonna look good in front of the lens and under the lights, and today's video, when I'm discussing G.I. Joe Classified, is no different. So let's get to all things Yo-Jo June for, let's see, Wednesday, June 15th, 2022. What we know so far. First, let's go over what they've announced thus far. Number one, Hasbro will be attending San Diego Comic-Con. You'll be able to talk to Emily and Lenny while you're there if you're attending. I think it's pretty cool because, hey, it shows the big guns are going back to conventions. Rad stuff. Next up, beginning spring of 2023, they're going to start doing 5-figure waves instead of the 3-figure waves that we've seen recently. And numero tres, we've got a G.I. Joe Classified HasLab coming at the end of the month. Most of the speculation, because of a tank sound going on while they showed the graphic, is that it's going to be a Cobra hiss tank. Very cool. I'd be a big fan. I was speculating and kind of hoping that it would be like a hiss versus a vamp or versus an Ostriker, but hey, if it's just the hiss tank, I'll take it. Comment below, let me know what you want to see, and hey, what you think it might even be. With 2 Wednesdays left in Yo-Jo June, the team has announced 6 figures for Classified that are in various design stages. They don't have anything to show us yet, but they have named them. They are Shipwreck, Rock and Roll, Copperhead, Torpedo, Snow Job, and Tunnel Rat. Ho! That's right. We're finally getting some Joes to go up against all kinds of Cobras there. I got rid of my Scarlet and my Gung Ho. Those 2 figures just weren't doing it for me, so I even had to deplete my Joe ranks a little more than many people have. So getting those other figures, can't wait. And with the way the team's designing these bad boys, I'm confident they're going to look pretty sweet. Earlier, I mentioned that in spring of 2023, the G.I. Joe team is going to start releasing 5-figure waves, and they have shown us the digital renders for that first 5-figure wave. Those figures are Lieutenant Falcon, CoverGirl, Outback in his 1987 garb, a Slaughter's Marauders barbecue, and a Crimson Bat. All look very cool. I'm gonna say I'm not in for the Slaughter's Marauders barbecue or the Crimson Bat, but I'm definitely gonna need the others, even though my team is basically just gonna rip on Falcon because, well, Falcon's a loser. He's a loser. And now we're getting into the concrete stuff, the cool stuff, the kosher stuff, the stuff that I can see under the lights is gonna look incredible. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is Sergeant Slaughter. Now, what I love about this figure the most is that he comes with all kinds of extra hands. That is an action figure photographer's dream. Hands and faces and all that. Those give you the most options when it comes to posing. And even though he doesn't come with an alternate head, he still makes it so that he can take off his glasses, thus almost giving him an entirely new face. But something that's hilarious about the figure that I really enjoy is the little tiny action figure of himself that he comes with. So, that's right, your 6-inch Sergeant Slaughter action figure comes with what I would guess is like a half-inch Sergeant Slaughter action figure of himself. Very rad stuff. I was also checking out like the clothes he had and all that, the texture going on. When you saw pictures of his face, ooh, with the glasses off, that looks like a real dude. I mean, I am beyond impressed with what they did with Sergeant Slaughter and can't wait to put him in front of my lens. And hopefully you can't wait too, because I'm going to want to see those pictures, people. And now, let's talk pre-orders. Whoo, some of these are looking good. Okay, so we've got the Snake Eyes and Timber pre-order. That is pretty much a repaint all the way across the board. A lot of people are going to be geeked because Timber is white, and that's kind of how he came in the 1985 original carded figure. Snake Eyes also has a little bit of green added to him, and he's got a green scarf. So he has more of that militaristic ninja look, which is really cool. And you know me when it comes to figures that are dressed in dark colors, specifically black, and he's wearing a pretty dark green. Those are always going to look good under the light. So Snake Eyes and Timber, this set, very cool, especially if you missed out on the first Ninja Snake Eyes, or the second set that did come with the Commando Snake Eyes and Timber. It's not for me. I'm gonna pass. But it's not because it doesn't look good. It's because budget. Next up is the Cobra Blue Ninjas 2-pack. It's an Amazon exclusive. It's up for pre-order now. And it looks good, I think, for those people that are into the nameless ninjas. Personally, when it came to G.I. Joe, when things started going full-on ninja, I kinda lost some interest. I'm all about the militaristic aspect. I'm good with a few ninjas sprinkled in and out of there, but when suddenly everyone had ties to the Arashikage clan, it kinda lost me. That said, this pack is priced pretty well, and it comes with 2 figures and 12 accessories. And I think as far as that goes, when it comes to the price point, as much as I don't really want to talk price points anymore so much, although sometimes they irritate me, I think it's a good price. It's just, I don't really want them. You might though, so hey, you know me, a link is going to be in the description below. And last, but certainly not least, we have Kamakura. Now, Kamakura has one of those deluxe price points, and you have to really look at him and decide whether or not it's worth it to you. Personally, to me, I'm kind of a G.I. Joe sucker. Now, I really have enjoyed almost every line that's come out, the only exception being Sigma 6, but honestly, if this design team made some Sigma 6 figures in classified styling, I'd probably go nuts for them, because this design team does really good work. But in that vein, I'm looking at Kamakura and I'm like, oh man, I don't know, $34. Another Amazon exclusive, so considering G.I. Joe Classified's past exclusives, we should probably jump on him, because his price will only go up if you're kinda on the fence. But at the same time, I counted the parts. He comes with 12 if you count the little collared hood down piece. And when I compared him to Storm Shadow, which is probably the closest comparison since they share a lot of the same stuff, he comes with 7 parts. So maybe, plus Kamakura comes with an alternate head that's a first head, but I don't want to, I don't think Hasbro should be rewarded for coming out with an original head sculpt. They should do that with every figure. So I don't want to give them points for that. Plus, it's a cardboard package. I don't know. There's all kinds of things going into it. I will say I pre-ordered him because it's Kamakura, and I think he looks really spectacular. But I understand your mileage may vary, and when it comes to whether or not you deem it worth it, it's going to be all on your own version of Mr. Stabby. And yes, that's what I named my wallet. He's going to kill me one day. And that was my overview of what we know so far from G.I. Joe Classified in Yojo June. Comment below, tell me what you're most excited for so far. And hey, comment below also, let me know what you still want to see, because this is kind of exciting for me. I really dig G.I. Joe. I think the designers are doing a great job. I want more hands. I definitely want more hands and heads, but right now they're on a pretty good track. So I can't wait to see what else they've got going. As always, I'll be sure to leave some links to some of the pre-orders, all the pre-orders, in the description below, so check those out, along with the surprise ridiculous thingy where I just get on Amazon and I find some stupid thing that might give you a chuckle. And hey, even if you don't buy any of that stuff that I link below, if you need to shop on Amazon anyway, click on one of those links, find what it is you need, pick it up. That helps out the channel, as does every time you guys sit down and watch these things, so I really appreciate it. Thank you all, and with that said, have fun, and happy snapping. See ya.